Washington, so outside a little bit near Seattle. I got a lot of family from Wyoming, and that's kind of what drew him to the area. He's a real salt of the earth guy. He loves hardworking people. He kind of loves the Rocky Mountain attitude, and he's happy to be here. It's kind of right in his personality. He's got a baby boy on the way, so congratulations, Brandon. Get ready for sleepless nights. I don't have kids, but everybody I work with does, and that's what they tell me. So get ready. He's got his wife. Is it Mariana? Am I saying that right?
Mariana. Yeah.
Mariana, very pretty, very, very good. She is his wife and his best friend. So very, very good stuff there. And he has a Dalmatian named Dottie. And he has to say that that is the only four-legged woman for him. And I get that. I grew up with a Dalmatian, and they're just awesome. Asked Brandon how he got started in his field. And what he told me is he said, after college, I started working in television out of some guy's basement in Spokane, Washington. And as the years went by, I leveled up in writing, producing, editing shows on networks like Fox, History Channel, Discovery, and many, many more. The shows I was working on gained quite a bit of popularity with an audience of hundreds of thousands of people each week across the country. Eventually, I got into a place where I found that creating cinematic video content for businesses was a whole lot more fun and interesting to me. I started Fire Tribe back in 2011 to bring the level of talent I saw in the television industry to the corporate and nonprofit sphere. So very exciting stuff. Asked kind of Brandon what some of his hobbies are. He loves to cook. He has a special love and fascination with barbecue. So when this whole pandemic thing's over, I know where we're going. We're going to Brandon's house. We're having a barbecue. And when he has a beverage in one hand and a spatula in the other, he's a happy, happy man. He's in a happy place. He also loves kind of going to the Holiday Twin drive-in, as many of us do, and trying out the local coffee shops around the area. So, I hate to break it to you, Brandon, but you're kind of falling into the Fort Collins stereotype already. So, some of his, I asked him if he was on a deserted island and he only had one personal possession, what would it be and why? And he said, well, of course, a volleyball named Wilson. It seemed to work good for Tom Hanks, so I'm assuming it's going to work good for me. So before we kind of make Brandon the spotlight, let's put up our red carpet spirit fingers and welcome Brandon. Thank you. We're excited to have you.
Awesome.
All right. Brandon, I lost you. Let me find you again, and I'll put you on spotlight. There you are. And then it is your show. Have some fun.
Awesome. Well, it's so great to get to talk with you guys today. It's been so fun hearing all of your stories and just connecting each week. So we've been working on a lot of exciting things over the past couple of months, and we're excited to kind of share a new program that we're rolling out with you. But first, I want to introduce Courtney. She's our marketing strategist here at Fire Tribe. Tell them a little bit about yourself, Courtney.
Hey guys, so I've met three of you so far. I'm Courtney. I'm the marketing strategist with Fire Tribe. I have about 10 years of experience in digital marketing, working with all kinds of different companies from lead generation to e-commerce to B2B services or people like chiropractors or plastic surgeons. So we really run the gamut on all of the different types of businesses I've worked with. And I've spent a lot of time kind of learning and perfecting, not to brag, the Facebook and social media ads, as well as PPC ads, email marketing, basically anything online that you can do for marketing, we have experience in. And that's kind of what we've been specializing in. So I'm really excited to kind of share what we have to offer and answer any questions that you have about marketing, digital or otherwise.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to start by just dropping our website into the chat. I'm going to be going off of that for our presentation today. So you guys can pull it up on your end and kind of watch at your leisure. If I'm boring you, you can skip ahead, whatever you want to do, but that way you'll get kind of the best experience. So I'm also going to share my screen. Let's see here. Believe it or not, I'm rusty at how to do that, Chad. How do I?
Oh, if you down at the bottom, there's a green button that says share screen.
Oh, thank you. That bright green button.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, kind of like Chad said, we started Fire Tribe back in 2011, and I guess we're looking at our 10-year anniversary. We should probably have a party. But um, when I started it, I really wanted to. I felt like businesses deserved better. Like I wanted small and medium-sized businesses to be able to compete with the bigger brands. And since I'd done so much work with the bigger brands, I thought I could take some of that talent and bring it into the local small and medium sized business space. Ironically, we've been doing a lot of business nationwide and not as much locally, but it's been a huge passion of mine to bring that level of advertising and marketing talent to the Rocky Mountain region. It's just a place near and dear to my heart. Um, so we are a full stack digital marketing firm, but we place a huge emphasis on video content. Um, right now, especially with COVID going on, like businesses have to transition to the internet more than they've ever had. And video is just one of the top performers in that space. But it's also been difficult for businesses to kind of get into video because it can be intimidating, or it can cost a lot of money, or take a lot of time. It can take some knowledge, like special knowledge, to do it really well. And so that's kind of what we specialize in. Our ideal client is maybe a client who hasn't really gotten into video content much, or maybe doesn't have a strong grasp on how to make powerful storytelling work, or maybe has some different gaps in their current marketing strategy that maybe they could fill with video and hopefully boost their ROI and boost their revenue, hit their different business goals. So,
and then hey Brandon, before you start showing off your dedicated site and all that fun stuff, make sure that when you do share your screen that you have it highlighted so the participants can also see it. It's a secondary option.
How does that work? Let's see. Oh, okay. Does everybody see it okay, or?
Click it again. Should be an option that should say, there we go.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There we go. We are golden. We are rocking and rolling now, buddy.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Sorry, guys. I use Google Chat mostly, or Google Meet. So some of the different problems we solve and the ways we help clients. We do team integration. So there's, for companies that are large that have marketing teams in place, some of those clients understand that if you want to have like regular premium consistent video content, hiring just an employee to do your videography isn't always the best option for them. So for a simple flat rate each month, they get access to our entire cinematic content team as well as our strategists, and we provide ongoing video content. So we also do strategy and distribution. So we'll manage a video campaign or a digital marketing campaign. That's kind of more Courtney's space. Do you want to speak to that a little bit, Courtney?
Yeah, so we find that we're really good at making an awesome video, but oftentimes we give someone a video and then they don't really know what to do with it because it takes a lot of marketing brains to make it actually work and have that return. So what we like to do is come in with an entire marketing strategy and help you guys kind of implement. So if a brand is starting out with no marketing at all, we can help them figure out what that marketing plan looks like. If they have marketing people in place, we can work with them to figure out how do we get the video into the right places so that the right people see it. What we know is that, or what we've seen consistently, is that video is more effective than static images or really any other type of advertisement. It works better on Facebook, it works better on Instagram, and that's because all these different platforms favor video over other types of ads. And in addition to that, you're not only inspiring and using this video as a storytelling device to new customers, but it kind of puts a sense of pride into your employees, into the people who kind of work for your company because they feel excited to display your company in a really professional way and really tell your story effectively.
And the last thing that we want to hit on too is kind of this new program that we're rolling out. So I'm just going to click learn more, and that's going to take us over to our presentation. So we call this the Video Ignition Kit. Basically, it's designed to help people who are new to video marketing and video content break in. So the goal is to just basically increase your revenues and build your brand like never before. So like you can just, anything that you've done in the past with digital marketing, this program is designed to level you up. Basically, a lot of businesses that post video content regularly just dominate the marketplace. And a lot of times that's reserved, like I said, for larger companies with more budget and revenue. And but the truth is, if you're not posting video content, even on your own, like with your cell phone or anything regularly, you're missing out on a gold mine. And Courtney, you can kind of talk to some of the specifics, like just stats that you've seen and experience with that we've been seeing with our campaigns, if you want.
Yeah, so like I said, we personally in our experience, we've seen advertising be more effective when there's a video involved. We also see people are click through on emails if they are going to go watch a video, if there's a video featured in an email, because people like to watch rather than read through things. So we basically are just making it easier for people. But this is seen across the board. There are some really good stats that we've included kind of on this site. 85% of millennials have purchased a product after watching a video. 59% of online shoppers look for videos related to a product or service. So you'll see people searching on YouTube for reviews or for more information about different products before actually purchasing. 72% of clients and customers prefer to learn about your product through a video. And I think that this is, it's a pretty easy sell because you probably enjoy watching videos more than reading through an article or something like that. And just having someone tell you about it and show you at the same time in a short, succinct video is just more effective than a lot of the other stuff that you can do with marketing. All that stuff is also important, but having a video kind of supercharges it. And having really good quality content makes everything a little bit easier to sell.
Some of the, like we've talked about, some of the barriers of entry or time, like if people decide to do it on their own, they just run into where it's like they run into problems because they're already spread so thin running their business that it's hard to be consistent. I would say if you don't work with a marketing company, if you're kind of soldiering on your own, you really should dedicate time each week to posting video content and writing that content so it's good and engaging is really important. Sometimes resources can be tough. Marketing budgets are really thin. Those are other barriers of entry. And then just the unknown. Video is almost a whole nother world. You can get really deep into it, and it's kind of like marketing or kind of like anything that you do. It's just a deep, deep world. And a lot of times asking entrepreneurs to do one more thing can just be a showstopper. So some of those, the way we combat those barriers of entry with the Video Ignition Kit is that we take care of all of it for you at a flat rate and very quickly. So for only like a few hours of your time, we're able to produce about 4 months of video content if you were to post once a week or once every 2 weeks of premium content that we can deploy via a strategy. So it's very effective, very powerful. It's kind of like a force multiplying effect across your social channels and your website or your landing pages. And basically the goal of the program is to take this complex thing that's kind of otherworldly for a lot of people and just make it super simple. And so basically we take cinematic content or cinematic strategy, like cinematic tactics that you see like in your shows on Netflix over the weekend when you're watching your favorite film or show. We take the same tactics they use in that show and we apply them to your video content. And a lot of times those tactics, people thinks it takes millions of dollars to implement that stuff, and really it doesn't. That hasn't have much of an effect on the budget. And then we combine that with highly effective digital strategy. So in the case of the Video Ignition Kit, we give you a digital strategy and a roadmap on how to deploy your content, and then we give you, up to 2 months of video content as well. So basically how it works, it starts with a video primer, and I'll let Courtney kind of speak to that.
Yeah, so in order for us to understand really what kind of video you need, we need to get a good understanding of your goals, who your business is, who your ideal client is or customer is, and then what you're doing for marketing right now. So we sit down with you and we kind of go through all of your current marketing strategy, and we also talk about what's the big picture. What is it that you want from this video? Do you want more customers? Do you want people to know your name? Do you need to reach people in Fort Collins, or do you need to reach people all over the world? We figure out all that stuff, and then we kind of distill it into a very clean marketing plan and put together a plan for a video. And so there's all kinds of different videos that we could create for you, but not every video and not every marketing plan is right for every business. So while it is very turnkey and kind of everything in one, it is custom to your specific business. And basically, this first primer is where we just learn about you and learn about the goals, and then we put together a plan for the actual video. And that's when the cinematic content team jumps in and makes it happen.
So a lot of people, when they make videos for their businesses or hire a video production company to make videos for their business, sometimes they'll just kind of go with their gut or have that company make something that they like. And it isn't always research or data driven. And so that's what we do, is we take the information from the primer and we make that inform the type of content that we should make. It also has a distribution plan built in. So we use that to drive everything that we do. We drive creative with data, and then we meld that with, like I was saying, cinematic techniques. That doesn't mean everything feels like Batman when it's done. Sometimes it can be funny, sometimes it can be serious, but we're using those techniques that people love when you're watching your favorite shows, like I said, on Netflix on the weekend. We'll create up to 5 minutes of finished content, and that can be sliced up into between 4 videos or 8 videos or as many videos, up to 5 minutes of finished content. So that's a lot of 30-second spots. It's a lot of 1-minute pieces. And then we'll deploy that over your we'll give you a plan and a roadmap to deploy that over your landing page, your social channels, or wherever that the primer diagnoses that you need it. And then the last part is what we call elastic video. So after 2 months, after you've had a chance to deploy the campaign, we will come back and we'll assess how is all the video content performing. And if it needs adjustment, our videos are malleable. So they're not like locked in place, which is another thing where a lot of video production companies, they give you a video. It's like, here you go. Thanks for your money and peace out. They don't have any extra time for you, but we budget a piece of time at the end. After 2 months, we come back, we look at how your videos are performing. If a video needs to play shorter, we'll remove content and drop it down so it performs better. Or if we need to add something, like I said, we'll take that time and we'll make adjustments to your videos and then repost and basically redeploy fresh content for you, or help you.
Just to add on to the elastic video and like why this is so important is that so in our marketing primer, and really the goal of this is to get you ROI. And so There are all these different metrics we look at depending on what the marketing plan is, but the ultimate goal is to see how the video has improved your business, whether that's through people coming to your website, you getting calls, you selling more of a product. And so this elastic video is really nice because the first thing we do doesn't always work. The first thing we do is our best guess of what's going to work based on our experience, based on best practices. But the only way that marketing really works in the long run is by A/B testing and trying different things and always trying to improve. And so with an elastic video, you're really not set in stone, and you haven't like signed your life away on this one video. We can come back and make tweaks to it to see if we can get improvements.
We have a few add-on options. We'll run the full campaign for you. The primer itself gives you a roadmap and the content. And then a lot of times companies have their marketing channels in place, and they'll take our roadmap and run with it from there. But if you don't have marketing in place, we can fill that gap for you. Also, if you need additional like camera crew or additional film support beyond what the program has, then we can provide that. And then of course, team integration, like I talked about. We have some different video samples for you of different projects that we have going, some of which have come out of this new program. I'm not going to play them for you over Zoom, which I hate, because if we were in person, I would have totally opened with a video, and it seems really hypocritical. But I want you guys to enjoy the videos in your office or in your space. Zoom is kind of subpar, so that's why we're giving you this presentation. You can check these out on your leisure. And yeah, if you want to talk further, or if you just want some free advice, feel free to just hit the ignition switch there, and it'll book a call. You can book a call with me or one of our team members, and we'd love to talk with you further. It's no pressure. Honestly, we just want to help. So especially during COVID right now, like we just want to help businesses out. Whether this program is a fit for you or not, definitely sign up and give me a call, and I'll give you tips on how to get started, and we'll find whatever best fit for you is. So yeah, we can just open it up for Q&A now. If you guys have any questions for us or anything like that.
Looks like there's a couple in the chat already. Read through these. So the first one's from Carl. You're talking a lot about packaged video, but do you also help people do live video experiences like webinars and such?
Yes, we do. But I've found in my experience, it's a lot easier on clients to do a pre-recorded experience. That we do. We have a part, and that's part of this program where we'll ship you the camera equipment you need, and then I'll direct you through the process of setting up. We ship you easy to use content or easy to use equipment, and I'll direct you through how to set it up over Zoom, and then we'll conduct the Q&A session or the demonstration and such, and then we can release it as live. That's one, but we can do live events. Yes, we can.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah.
And then the next question is, could you cycle videos and use them more than once? I can answer this one. Yes, so the way that we design these videos is really to be multi-purpose. And every good marketing plan has a lot of different elements to it. So for example, you could have social media, paid advertising, and email. Those could be kind of your three main marketing channels. And on all three, you can use either the same video or a slightly different version of the video. But the idea is that we want to give you something that you can use over and over again in a lot of different ways and get the most use out of it. So we're working with one company that they want to use a video to put on their social media to announce a merger of a couple of companies. But then they also want to use it for their sales team. So their sales team can send it out to their current clients or to new prospects to show them like what they do. And so the answer is yes, we like to use the videos as much as possible.
Also, I'd add too that once you own the video when it's done, like the finished video is your organization's or your business's, so you can do whatever you want with it at that point. Let's see.
Next question is, would you help analyze videos already produced? Yes, I think that we can definitely take a look at everything that you've done so far, or even if you have ideas about like what you're thinking about doing, we can give you some advice around that. But Brandon could probably speak more to what that analysis kind of looks like.
Yeah, definitely. If we can give you feedback on the video, and we can also assess how it's performing and give you kind of a report on that as well. Definitely, yeah, yeah. I see one more question is from Beth. What are the distribution platforms you put the final video products on? Do you install the video links on a current website? We can, yeah, we definitely can. Do you want to speak to the distribution platforms, Courtney? I mean, I know a lot of it comes from the video primer. So after
Yeah.
Courtney assesses everything, we kind of determine the best distribution platforms for you. But
So yeah, we take a lot of time to figure out, because every company is different. So we spend a lot of time figuring out where your customer, your client is, and then we go there. So this could be through Facebook advertising, Instagram advertising, Pinterest advertising, Twitter advertising, any display video, so like YouTube, and then also making sure that it gets on your website and it's hosted on your website. So any ads we send to your site, there'll also be video there. And then email marketing is a huge platform that we really like to implement as well. In addition to all of your kind of organic social. But if we're not seeing any of those platforms as being like the winner, we can also find other alternative methods of sharing the video. It really just depends on your business, and it's really customized to that.
a question from Carl. Do we have our own dedicated studio? So before COVID hit, we had a studio in Old Town. And then when COVID hit, our staff was, for one, having to commute a lot up into Fort Collins and stuff. And then when COVID hit, I was like, let's just be safe. And honestly, we found all of our clients, it's not kind of like it used to be where a client would drive up to your shop and come sit in your studio and you'd shoot a video. We're a lot more mobile. So we like to go where our clients are at and do it more documentary style. We can also set up backdrop and all that kind of stuff. Or back when Articulate was in business before COVID, that was a nice studio space to film at for like a cyclorama. But usually if we need something very specialized, we can come up with it. There's a lot of resources in the area, but most of our clients prefer us to come to them. It's a lot easier on them, and it's a lot more natural. People want genuine video content, so we like to go film where the work or the product is made or the service is happening. And so that's kind of our style. It's just very a little bit more documentary, but we can also do the higher end stuff and just rent the space that we need. It just ends up being a lot cheaper for our clients as well as for us, really.
Thanks, and I agree that style seems to be that people are wanting in situation videos or outdoor videos or things like that more than in studio.
Yeah, no, that's kind of where, like I said, it's kind of where our background's from, is that television and documentary background, and so that's just more interesting to people. So that's the aesthetic we apply. Yeah, definitely. So.
And Brandon, you and I had a conversation the other day. It sounds like you're not afraid to get your feet a little dirty. It sounds like you spent a little bit of time on the back of a horse.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just a few months ago, before winter hit, we were working on a bear safety video for the Wyoming Game and Fish, and it's kind of like a hunter's training video or a hunting guide's safety video. So it's like a job safety video, like you play for a construction worker or something. And so yeah, we rode 3.5 hours on horseback into the backcountry, and I fell off the horse, did the whole like Wild West thing. It was great, and but yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna roll that out actually in a couple weeks. So yeah, definitely.
Very good. And then I do just want to clarify, so the link that you put in the chat, that does get you to this page, so all of our red carpet members can check out your videos and kind of
Yeah,
do that.
let me go ahead and drop in the cleaner link here. Auto spell. So videoignition.com. It's not really coming through as a link, is it? I need to clean up my Zoom game here.
Hey, my boss and I, Kim and I, we've been doing this since this whole pandemic thing, and we learn something about Zoom every time we're on it. So
yeah, so if you basically type in videoignition.com, that'll take you to this presentation here. So yeah. But yeah, I really hate that I can't play any videos for you guys today. I just feel like it comes through kind of crappy. So I just prefer you guys enjoy the videos at your leisure. So, but yeah, that's what we've got for you. If there's any other questions, definitely look us up. We'd love to help you out in any way, shape, or form. So.
and I think we have one last one from Lenny that kind of came in. Big thing is you get a shout out, great presentation. And then how can the Red Carpet Committee best help you? So thank you for that question, Lindy.
Yeah, thank you, Lindy. You know, if you know somebody or you know a business that could use that's interested in telling their story and could use marketing, let us know and send them our way. Send them this link, and we'd love to talk with them or help them out. So we're really low pressure. We don't like try to corner people into anything they don't want. So we're just here to help them out, basically.
Yeah, we really just like talking about business. So even if you're not sure if video is right for you or anyone else, if you just want to talk about your business, we'd love to get on a call.
Awesome. Any other questions? Anything else? Come on, going once. Come on, put it in that chat or just call it out.
Oh, I saw one from Nate here. So yes, to answer your question, so we do still dabble in television a bit, although like I said, like Chad pointed out, we just find business a whole lot more interesting. But have you guys heard of like Chip and Joanna Gaines and the Fixer Upper show? So they've blown up so big that they have their own internet network now, and we recently just helped produce 2 episodes of they're doing a show about 50 people across, one person in every state, and just kind of like the craftsmen and women and just the interesting things they do. And we just helped roll out 2 episodes of that series. So yeah, the way that world kind of works is you got those big names, they have their own production companies, their own networks, and then they contract out to other production companies to get all that stuff made. So yeah, that's one finger in the pie we've got. So yeah, we like to dabble a little bit in the TV world still.
So Brandon, that video ignition link, that's the best to just introduce you to somebody?
I think so. Yeah. That's a good starter, like break the ice program, and I feel like it communicates a lot of what our business is doing. So definitely. You can also find me on LinkedIn. I have a lot of fun on LinkedIn. So.
All righty, guys. Anything else? Any other questions? All right, well, let's do this as there's only one more thing to do. So I am actually taking control from you, Brandon. I apologize.
That's all right.
We're going to put you, hang on, I got to figure this out. All right, we in gallery view. Can we see all of our shining, beautiful faces? Yes, perfect. Okay, everybody put up them spirit fingers. Let's celebrate and thank Brandon today. Brandon and Courtney, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for watching and listening. Appreciate it.
Really, really exciting stuff. So we have a couple minutes left. What we can do is I think we do actually have some newbies on the call. So if you want to wait, we'd love to kind of have you introduce yourself, even if you're a guest or just a newbie. Go ahead and give me a wave, and